anything I don't want you guys hearing in here. So welcome. My name is Kelly. We're practicing today. We got 60 minutes. It's good to see you all. I know everybody in here, all of your faces. You've been here before. I know, Elizabeth, you're at the tail end of your 2-week. So you're getting into your groove for the first time. Good job sticking with it. And let's just get to it. Let's see what we're up to this morning, and we'll begin in child's pose. Good. Big toes together, knees wide. Stretch your hands forward and your hips back. Press your hands deep down into the mat and extend all the way up and back through your spine. Okay. Take a deep breath in from your fingertips through your hips. Get long and open. Let a sigh come out through your mouth. Downward facing dog. And open your hands up nice and wide. So shoulder width distance. For most of you, that's mat width. Welcome, Beth. Yeah, and moving or not moving. Some of you moving, some of you still. Both are good. And then from movement, become still and ground. Ground down through your hands, ground down through your feet. From your hands to your hips, create as much length as you can along your spine. So you'll bend your knees enough to get your hips really up and back. Good. Take a breath in and out here. And then look at your hands. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Drop your back knee down to the floor. So come into a really low lunge. Spider tip your fingers. Press your front foot down. Drag your front foot back to move your hips down and forward more. 3 breaths. So you could hold this. You could move a little bit. That could be side to side or front to back. Soften into the front of your left hip. Take one more breath in. A full breath out, and then step back. Downward dog, right leg goes up and back. Bend your right knee, open your hip, 3-legged dog. Fan open your top toes. Stretch open the sole of your lifted foot. Good, Dan. Turn your right knee up towards the ceiling. That's it. Take a full breath in, stretch, and then right foot to the floor. And left leg to your left thumb. Low lunge. Deep breaths. Yeah, so as you breathe, tune in, and as you tune in, get a sense of where your body's at this morning. So good, bad, happy, sad, you like it, you don't like it. Just get square with where your body is this morning as a working point. Good, and then plant your hands, take your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up wide. Stretch your top foot out. Press your hands into the earth. Get a sense of what it is that you're up to this morning in your practice, what you're here to create in your body as a new possibility. And take a big breath in. On the exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat, your right foot to the top of your mat. So you're all the way up at the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, ragdoll pose. Set your feet hip width and parallel. So open your feet up wider, most of you. Take your heels wider, most of you. Good. Elizabeth, even your heels a little wider. Just your heels wider. Just your heels. Yep. Now press your heels into the floor. Deep down. Good. Get grounded. Soften your knees. Get some glide inside of your knee joints. Drop your head all the way down. And then breathe deep. And right here in this space, set your intention for your practice. Your intention being what you're moving into, not what you're moving away from. So if it's moving away from like pain or stiffness or something like that, shift your looking for what it is you're moving into. And for me, when I kind of feel a stiff body in the morning, what I'll put my attention on is flow. Warmth, flow, and circulation. That's what I'm moving into. Whatever it is for you, take a full breath in. With the exhale, press down through your feet and come rolling up to stand. At the top, reach your arms up, open your fingers up, take a big early morning stretch, and exhale your hands to heart center. Set your eyes, set your intention, and we'll begin with 3 ohms. Inhale. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high to low, push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back, downward facing dog. Set your eyes, take 3 breaths. And full breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, and then move your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, feet parallel, and exhale, fold. Reach up, extended mountain pose. Press your feet deep down into the mat, fold to the floor. Halfway, lift up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Okay, so especially if you're feeling a little bit stiff this morning, the temptation is to go slow. Don't do that. Instead, move smaller so you can modify, but stay moving. 1 breath, 1 movement. Take a big breath in. Blow all the air out. Feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Maybe you're bending your knees a lot. Inhale, reach up. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Low push up. You could drop your knees. You could even not go so low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees can also stay down. Downward facing dog, press back. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Last one. Breath out. Feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So stay right on that rhythm. In. Out. In. Out. Last in. Blow it out, bend your knees. Step or jump, feet to your hands. Halfway lift and fold. Extended mountain. Stretch all the way up to your baby fingers. Fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more. Warm your whole body up. Last breath in. Bend your knees. Jump, feet to hands. Halfway lifts and fold. Extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Really good. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 1 more sunny. Stay right on the edge. So if you're tempted to slow down, take a sigh. Let some steam out. Last breath in. Bend your knees. Float. Feet to your hands. Halfway lifts. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Stretch all the way up and back. Fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Really good. Last breath in. Bend your knees, jump. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, one breath. Sit back, fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, warrior one. Lunge deep, reach up, low push up. Up dog, down dog. Now left side, warrior one, step. Lunge, reach, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. So if you're a bit of a perfectionist, which a lot of us come to yoga because we are like that, we like the precision of it, this part of the practice, you got to loosen the reins on that a little bit and just move. Take a last breath in, bend your knees, jump, feet to your hands. Halfway lift up and fold. Chair pose, forward fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Up dog, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. So do the best step you can, reach, good enough, low push up. Up dog, down dog, left side, warrior one, lunge or reach up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. So if you ever done archery, your sun cells are like archery. You got one shot, you might hit the bullseye, you might not, but you just keep taking the next shot. Take a breath in, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway lift, you aim for true north and fold. Chair pose, sit back, reach right up, fold, good. Halfway lift up, low push up. See if you can land it. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. See if you can land with your front knee at 90, low push up. Up dog, down dog, left side, warrior one. Lunge deep, reach up, hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, downward dog. 3 breaths. So some of you get more in moving and less in perfecting. Your body moves all day, right? So you're just moving with that. Breath in, breath out, feet to your hands. Halfway lift up, fold. Chair pose, fold. Halfway lift up, low push up, flow. Up dog, down dog. Right side, warrior one. Low push up. Up dog, down dog. Left side, warrior one. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Should hit that first breath and like the side just falls out of you. Good. Breath in. Bend your knees. Jump, feet to your hands. Half. Fold. Chair, Utkatasana. Fold. Halfway lift. Get a big breath in. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. So see if you can shave out all the extra movements. Low push up. Hands go straight down. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Step. Arms go straight up. Low push up. Hands straight down. Up dog. Downward facing dog. One more Sunbeam. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Bend your knees. Jump. Half lift. Fold. Chair pose. Fold. Half lift. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Unleash your body. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a sigh out. And then lift your your right leg up into the air. Bend your knee, open your hip, flip dog. So you take that same kind of like action right into your pose. You're all there. Beautiful. Now press. Now put the perfection in. Press both feet down and feel how even your right and your left foot are. Take one more breath in and flip back. High plank. Big toes touch. Side plank. Heels right, left arm high. Press your bottom hand into the floor and stretch all the way up through your top fingertips. Breath in, stretch up, hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good, breath in and a breath out. Left leg up and back, bend your knee, flip. Good. Right into it. Press your feet deep into the floor. Press your bottom hand into the floor. Breathe. Breath in. Flip back. High plank. Side plank. Face the right side of the room. Set your eyes to one point. Breath in. Two hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Good. Back heel up off the floor. Beautiful. Lunge deep, reach high. Take a sigh to settle. Settle into your feet, settle into your deep lunge. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, hinge forward, twist to the right side. Good. Press your back, big toe down into the floor and squeeze your back thigh up towards the ceiling. Breath in, breath out. Press down to come up, crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Bend your front knee over your front heel. Good. Tilt, extended side angle. Stretch your front inner knee forward and hug your right outer hip back. Like that. Now 2 more breaths. Good, Elizabeth. One more breath. Get all the stretch you can. 2 hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Left foot to your left thumb, crescent lunge. That's great. So you move however you can, right? You might need to like haul a leg up but come into the pose and create the pose right here. Good. And then add some of rigor. Now that you have a couple breaths in the pose, here's where you start to add your alignment in. Stack your back heel over the ball of your back foot. And then press your back big toe into the mat. So your heel stays up. Kimp this forward a little bit. Press the big toe into the mat. Yep. And the baby toe of the back foot into the mat. Yeah, so your whole back foot plugs in. You'll start to feel your back leg get hot. Take a breath in. Tip and twist to the left side. Good. Now continue to press your back foot down. Squeeze your back thigh up. So hug muscle to bone. Create energy and life in your back leg. 2 more breaths. Well done. Squeeze your back thigh up. Elizabeth, squeeze your back thigh up. Good. Breath in. Stay for the out. Crescent lunge on the inhale. Warrior two on the exhale. Bend your front knee deep. So now all that heat you created in your back leg, bend your front knee and create some heat through your front leg. Good. Check out your front inner knee. Move your front inner knee forward and your left hip back. Good. Take a sigh. Take a bit of a sigh. If something feels stuck or anything like that, Now tilt, extended side angle. Keep drawing your left hip back. Yep, and you can do forearm to thigh, hand to block. So you're modifying to be at the level that works for your body. But whatever level you're at, front inner knee forward and left outer hip back. So your arm's even going to guide here, like that. Good. Take one more big breath in. Stretch. Hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Bend your knees, look forward. Jump. Top of your mat, lift halfway. And fold. Chair pose. Prayer twist to the right side. 3 breaths. Good. Sit your hips way back. Press the top of your head forward, get long. And then inhale up, chair pose. And twist to the left side. Good. Tune up your looking and your listening that you've got 3 more breaths. Where is your intention for your practice in the 2 breaths you have left? Breath in, breath out, chair pose, reach up, and fold. Fingers to toes, forward fold. So right about now, the back of your legs are feeling a little bit warmer, right? Open your feet hip width. Elizabeth, go wider. Start with your knees bent and drape your upper body down over your thighs. So bend a lot more. Yep. Carry bend a lot more. Bend enough that you feel your low back melt. And that can be a lot. Drop your head all the way down and feel for that sense of release from your tailbone up across your spine to the base of your skull. And then release your toes, gorilla pose. Slide your hands under the soles of your feet and drape down again. And as you listen for the quality of release, listen for how your body is showing you to do it. So it might be bending more, dropping your head more, taking your feet wider, open your listening up. Where is the release? Good. Crow pose. Plant your hands, knees outside your upper arms, feet on the ground or lift your feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4, breath in, and 5, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway lifts, and fold. Roll all the way up to stand. Extended mountain pose, reach up, look up. Eagle pose, right side. Bend your standing knee as a way to plug your standing foot into the floor and balance better. And then step out, reach up, extended mountain pose, left side eagle pose. So it helps to bend your knee first and then wrap over top. Take a sigh and settle into your standing heel. Good. Step down, reach up, take a breath. Right side eagle pose. One of the practices I went through to become a BAPT certified teacher, one of our practices at training, we did like 50 frog hops and then got thrown into an eagle pose. And it was this having to calm everything down really fast in order to stay on one leg like this. So everything's kind of working against you. You're all stirred up and now you're on one leg. Apply your drishti, set your gaze, and breathe to create the stillness. Good. Step down, change sides. Left side eagle pose. right? So you're going to like have people in your vision wobbling around. You're going to have your heart's pumping a little bit faster now. That's going to kind of wobble you around. By setting your eyes and breathing deep, can you create the balance within yourself that this pose requires? Good. Step down, reach up. Catch your hips with your hands. Standing leg raise right side. Bend your knee, catch your knee, or extend your knee, catch your big toe. Set your gaze. Now roll your shoulders up towards your ears and back onto your upper back. And soften your front ribs in towards center as your shoulders draw back. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hug your knee into your chest. Kick your right leg back, airplane pose. Soften your standing knee. So keep some glide in your standing knee. Sink your standing heel into the floor. And then from the floor, zip up into your core. Good, Jill. Bring your hands to heart center. Left hand down, half moon. Good. Go about 12 inches in front of your baby toe. This is probably a little bit wide. It's going to roll you off your foot. There you go. Now press your big toe mound into the floor. So really get the big toe point. Bending your knee can help. Size can help. And from the ground of your bottom foot, let that be what opens your hips. 2 more breaths. One more breath in. 2 feet to the floor and fold. Bend your knees, drape all the way down. Relax the backside of your body for a breath. And then press down, come rolling up to stand. Reach up high. Catch your hips left side, standing leg raise. Yeah, and it's called practice for a reason, right? Because we're just practicing. There isn't like a perfect pose you're ever going to get to. Catch a hip, big toe. And in the spirit of curiosity, feel out your body in this pose this morning. Try a sigh and see what that gives you as far as settling into your standing heel. Then release your toe, hug your knee to your chest, airplane pose. All right, so take the action. And then once you're there, tune up. Ground your standing heel. Lift the pit of your belly up. Stretch from your lifted heel through the top of your head. Half moon. Right hand to the floor. Left hand to the sky. So step 1 is get there. We tend to skip step 1. We put a bunch of steps before step 1. Get to the pose. Now look through your whole body. Where is the possibility of more space, more flow, more vitality? And bring intention there. Breath in. 2 feet to the floor and fold. All the way down. If you're using a strap for a dancer, grab your strap. On the inhale, come rolling up to stand. Dancer pose on the right side. So you can catch or strap your right ankle. Kick your right shin back. Lift up either through your head or through your free arm. And then take your pose. So come right into the pose. And then in the pose, with your eyes set, explore the pose. So as soon as I settle and I can feel my low back tense. So if that's you, press your standing heel down, lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button, and create some space through your low back. Breath in, and then step out. Change sides. Catch your left ankle. Lift and go. Breath in. Step out. 2 feet to the floor, hands to your hips, get 1 breath. And then dancer pose right side. Second set. Set it up. And go. Good. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes. So balance the effort with ease. Last breath in. And then step out. Left side dancer pose. Big sigh. Let go of the right side. It's done. It's over. Catch your left ankle and go. Right? In order to move forward powerfully, you've got to let go of the last thing that just happened. Give it up. Let go. Move fully into this one pose. One more breath in. And then step out. Let it all go. Take a breath in. Blow it out. Right side tree pose. Hands to the center of your heart. And then stretch your arms up towards the ceiling. Yeah, you've got to shut off all the other practices, all the way you think that you know you should or how. Just come into this one pose and see what there is. 2 more breaths. So I can feel my shoulders are up near my ears. I'll take a sigh, and can I get my shoulders to just relax down? Take a breath in, and then switch sides. Come into the pose. And what is there to create? So I'm wobbling now. I'm going to soften my standing knee and pin my big toe into the floor. Get stable. Now that I'm stable, I can press my foot, lift up through my pelvis and out through the top of my head. Take a breath in. 2 feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, triangle pose. Right into it. Step 1, the pose. Now 2 more breaths. Good. Everyone turn your front toes a degree to the right, so a little bit more. So your front inner knee turns forward like that. Now take 1 more breath in. Blow it out. Press down through your feet, stand up. All 10 toes face the left long side of your mat. Fold, side facing, wide-legged forward fold. 3 breaths. Good. Dan, parallel your feet by turning your toes in, just your toes in more. That's it. And you might start to feel when you parallel your feet, the outsides of your ankles and shins really start to feel something. Pin your big toe mounds down more and gather your outer shins in towards the center of your mat. Josh, you do that too. Big toes down. You'll start to feel your outer shins pull up and in. And there's just this like new foundation you get when you do that up through your legs and into your core. Things just start to feel more stable. Take 1 more breath where you're at. Drop your head all the way down on the exhale. And then catch your waist. Press down through your feet. Stand up. Reverse namaste, front facing forward fold. Square your hips. Good. Bind or catch your hips. And then fold over your front thigh. Good. Press your front big toe down and forward and swing your right hip back. Good, Missy. Good. Take a breath in. Expand through your chest. And then drop your hands, twisting triangle pose. Set the block high enough and far enough forward that your spine is open on both sides. Good. And now every inhale, get long. And with every exhale, twist. That's it. Take 1 more breath in. Twist on the exhale. 2 hands to the floor, downward dog. Good, Josh. Those twists are so good. Take a breath in. It's like a hurt so good kind of thing, right? Left foot between your hands, triangle pose. If you've got like 4 steps to get into the pose, shave off a couple of those and just kind of get there. We let a lot of the heat out and the pressure out by adding extra stuff in. Good. Turn your toes a little bit to the left. Good. And turn your inner knee to face, that's it, towards the front. Good. Nancy, switch sides. You're in the twist. That's an early morning practice thing where you're like, oh, wait a minute. Good. Give it one more breath. Stand all the way up. 10 toes face the right alongside of your mat. Lace your fingers behind your back. Knuckles down, chest up. And then fold down between your feet. Good. Parallel your feet. Good. So Dan, turn them in. Yep. Now big toes, pin them down. So you're rolling into this part of your foot. That's it. You feel how your ankles start to roll in. That's it. As your ankles roll in, you might experience more of the tension that you're confronting in the pose. And if it's a lot, you can bend your knees. Bend your knees rather than rolling your ankles out. Good, Carrie. Take one more breath. With the exhale, bind to your low back, catch your waist, stand all the way up, turn to the front, reverse namaste, front facing forward fold. Good. Open your stance up long enough that it takes a little work to get your hips to square, and then fold. Good, Jill. Might go a little bit longer in your stance, just a little bit, so that some of your weight can move into your back heel. You want some weight back there too. Good. Now drive your back heel back to steer your right hip forward. Good, Wilden. Drive your front foot forward to hug your left hip back. Okay, take one breath in and out, and then drop your hands, twisting triangle pose. So that little bit of work, it really pulls the ground up through your legs, up into your core. Okay, switch sides. So your right hand is down. Yep, left arm is high. That's good. See, that's why I'm here. I just kind of catch you where like we've gone off track a little bit, because for the most part, you're looking and listening for your body to give you the cues. Now big breaths, 2 more. That's it. 1 more breath in. Stay for the breath out and twist. Good. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Step it back. Take a big breath in. Blow it out. Slide out to high plank and lower all the way down to the floor. Locust. Stretch your arms back. Flip your palms down into the floor and then lift up. Shoulders up onto your upper back. Chest forward, and stretch your feet for the back of the room. Feel that stretch all the way up through the base of your skull. So what position with your head works that you have maximal length from the back of your shoulders up to the base of your skull? Good. Breath in and lower all the way down. Soften for 1 breath. Soften everything. And then second set, locust. Set up and lift up. An area of interest is your upper back up through your neck. So lift your shoulders up enough that it gets warm. Get some circulation in your upper back. And then widen your arms out enough that there's no compression. So warm and spacious through your upper back. Really good. Breath in and lower it all the way down to the floor. Soften. Next up is floor bow. Bend your knees. Catch the top of your ankle with each hand. Gather your knees in and then kick your shins to the back. So tap into that same feeling here of your spine warm, your legs warm, you're building heat, and there's enough ease that you have space throughout your whole body. Take a breath in and lower it all the way down to the floor. Windshield wipe your legs side to side, one time each side, and then set up second set, floor bow. Good. Dan, you can try this. I'm giving you a strap, and then catch. Good. Now kick back and let your arms be straight. So keep this tight. Hold the strap tight. Now kick. As you kick, let your arms be pulled back straight. So arms are like wet ropes. That's it. Roll your shoulders onto your back and really kick back. That's it. Dan and everyone, take one more breath in and lower it all the way down to the floor. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Plant your hands beside your lowest ribs, flat to the floor. Come peeling up, upward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog, press back. Inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look at the front of the room. Step or jump to a seat. Now lie all the way back, bridge pose. Bend your knees, plant your feet, lift your hips up. Good, you don't want to miss this bridge. Heels open up. So heels wider to parallel your feet. Heather, just your heels. So let your feet, that's it. It's going to feel like you're pigeon-toed. So it'll feel weird and your feet are parallel. Press your big toes into the mat and draw your inner ankles back towards your head. Feel that spinning in of your inner ankles. Good. Now stay here or set up for wheel pose. Hands up to the sky. Plant your hands wide outside your shoulders. You're ready for it, go up. So if you've got wheel, you set your feet, come right up to it. 5, 4, 3, good Heather, 2, good Mike, and 1, tuck your chin, come down. Take a big breath in, open your mouth, clear it. And then number 2, we've got 5 total. Bridge your wheel, set it right up, and come up. 1, 2, your body's warm and ready. 3, 4, and 5, tuck your chin, come down. Take a breath in. With the exhale, let go of that last pose totally. Let go. From right here, number 3, set up your bridge or your wheel and lift up. 1, 2, 3, deep, slow breaths. 4, and 5, come all the way down. Breath in, breath out. There's 2 to go. Set your hands, set your feet. Number 4, and on the inhale, come up. So more than the pose, more important is your breath. Deep, slow breaths. The deep, slow breaths are telling your body all is well. When you're huffing and puffing, you're telling your body something's wrong. And all is well, right? Wherever you're at, all is well. Take a breath in. Tuck your chin, come down. Yeah. 1 breath on the floor. There's 1 more to go. Know where you're going. Find a way to get your butt off the floor and then go. And then bring the deep breaths to wherever you're at. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Tuck your chin, come all the way down, Supta Baddha Konasana. Rest your hands on your body and feel your body. This practice on the mat, it starts most obviously as a physical practice. We're moving our body around. And very quickly we discover it's a mental practice as well. The more often you are on the mat, the more often you'll notice that what's banging around in your head is affecting what's happening on your mat. Good. Dead bug pose. That's why your intention setting is such a powerful part of the practice. And the key to your intention is not that you're going into your practice looking for that thing. You're not looking for ease. You're not looking for flow. You're not looking for strength. Get that it's already there. You are whole, perfect, and complete already. There's nothing to add to you. It's already there. So whatever your intention is, listen for it as though it's already there and you just haven't heard it yet. Good. Hug your knees into the center of your chest. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Sit on your hands. Take a full breath in. And on the exhale, lower your right foot to hover. Breath in. Change sides. Breath in. Change sides. In. Change. In. Change. Go for 30 seconds. So even in this 30 seconds as you move, listen for your intention. Whatever it is that you set. If it's strength or flow, vitality, ease, focus. Where is it right now? 10 seconds. How can you lean into it more for 5 more seconds? 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll forward and back, 1, 2, 3. And on the third one, boat pose. And stick to the 3. 1, 2, 3, boom. See if you can stick boat. Nice. Your version of boat. 30 seconds. That's about 5 breaths if they're slow. Good. Open up your toes. So life through your feet. Good, Heather. Good, Wilden. Good breathing. 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath in. Cross your shins, plant your hands, downward facing dog. From down dog, half pigeon on the right side. One of our source principles in this practice, so it's like what we're on our mat for, one of them is empowerment. And as yogi on your mat, part of that empowerment piece is getting like no teacher is going to give you what you came for. No one can give it to you. You already have it. A teacher can move you through a practice. A teacher can give you the pose to do. A teacher can shine a flashlight for you, like, did you check out this and look over there? But no one can give to you what it is that you showed up for. The beautiful and empowering piece is the understanding that you already have what it is that you want or that you need. And the practice is ultimately seeing it in every single shape you take on. So in your intention right here, where is it right here? And it might only be in like your baby toe. Good. Switch sides. Okay, relax your shoulders as much as you can. And then walk up to your hands, swing your right leg forward, seated wide-legged forward fold. So take your feet out wide, sitting bones on the floor or a block or a rolled up mat if you don't happen to have a block close by. Whatever you're sitting on, set up on the edge, and so that your sitting bones, you're kind of on like the front end of them. And bending your knees also helps with that. And now sit up as tall as you can. And this might be it. So if you have a lot going on, this could be it. You may not even have a lot going on, but as you go to fold, everything kind of crimples. So whatever you got where you can keep your spine long, that's where you're at. Roll your shoulders onto your back, and so your chest nice and wide wherever you're at. Give that one more breath. And then sit all the way up, right leg straight, left foot to your right thigh. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling and fold, catch your right foot. Seated single leg. And switch sides. Left long, right in, lift up, catch your left foot. Tap into the quality of release as though it is already there. The same way that like a crystal is already inside the rock. You don't go out and get something to get the crystal. It's in there. What is the rock that you need to let go of in order to get that the release is at the center of it? Good. Sit all the way up. Both legs straight down the mat. Lift your arms up, lengthen your spine. Fold down, catch your feet. Breath in, breath out. Sit up, reverse table. One breath. Press down, hips up, chest up, open your throat up, take a breath in. Blow it out. Fish pose, one breath. Legs straight, drop back to your forearms. Lift your chest up, open your throat up. Open your mouth. Lie onto your back. Take your legs all the way up. Waterfall, shoulder stand, headstand, handstand. So kind of move from that intention. Let that be your guiding star. Okay, take 5 more deep breaths. If you're in shoulder stand, come to plow. Waterfall, you can stay. Wilden, you can stay right where you're at. And then from plow, bend your knees around your ears. Round your spine for Deaf Yogi pose. If you're in waterfall, you can bend your knees and hug your knees down towards your chest. Look for the C shape in your spine. And then together, roll it onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest at the bottom. Drop your knees to the right. To your arms, look to the left. And then gather your knees back up through center. Change sides. What you're looking for, you already have it. And so the journey isn't a journey outward, it's a journey inward. Okay, come back to center. Supta Baddha Konasana. You have a cool eye towel in the upper corner of your mat. Feel free to use it, and as you place it now, take a deep breath in through your nose. Use the sigh to relax. And then straighten your legs for Shavasana. And as you rest your body and become still, turn your attention all the way up so that you are flooding your resting body with all the attention you can muster. You're feeling your feet, feeling your legs, feeling your torso, your arms, your fingers, your face, your scalp. Feel all the contact points where your body touches the ground. Good. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Hug your knees up into your chest. And roll to a side. Fully relaxed in this fetal position, and yet still fully alive. You can feel your whole body in a position that on the outside looks super duper passive. And take that with you as you press up to a seated position. Create a powerful seat. Bring your palms together over the center of your heart. Roll your shoulder blades onto your back so your heart is wide open. Your spine is tall and open. Take a breath into all that space and clear it out. And now set your intention. And it might be the intention you started with. It might be a whole new intention that was sourced from your practice. Set your intention for the rest of your day as something that's already there within you and that you're going to bring into every space that you step into, to every person you interact with. Set that, and we'll close our practice with 3 final ohms. Take a breath in. Lift your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. Take a breath in. Clear it out. And together we say, Namaste. Namaste. Great job this morning, everybody. Good flow. Your eye towels can just go in the hampers right outside the doors. Any props or any assist flip chips, just drop them in front of the prop here. I'll make sure they get clean. Beth, have a great rest of your day. Over there practicing at home. And everyone else have a great rest of your day. It looks like the fog is done, so that's going to make it an easier ride. Maybe not, actually.